Exciting news for the Pixel platform. The Pixel 10 sales are booming. Yes, it is a oil bust here with the Pixel 10, and just came out a day or two ago that the Pixel 10 sales are up 28% over this time last year, whenever the Pixel 9 was out. So I thought that the Pixel 9 was, I mean, of course it did. Pixel 9 was groundbreaking. It was record breaking for them last year overall, the Pixel 9 platform. And now the Pixel 10 is doing the same thing. So, contrary to the underperforming chipset and the mid range chipset and the low benchmarks and all these things, yeah, it's performing quite well. And I wonder why. Maybe it's because the phones actually deliver a good experience, reliability, security, and some really nice stuff like AI features. They've had some good deals. Carrier partnerships have been taking off, and they have managed in this quarter to, or I guess year over year, they're capturing 6.1% of the premium market in the US, that's up from 0.1% 3 years ago. So they're making some serious inroads, and we already knew that it seems like they were siphoning off some sales from people who like iPhones because they want to try something else, but maybe it seems like even they might be getting some people who would normally buy a Samsung phone or something else. So Google, it feels like they're kind of firing on all cylinders. And I know if we take a more myopic look at it, like we're looking at the 35,000 foot level here. We're making an assessment, looking at the overall platform, looking at the numbers, looking at what they're pulling off right now, and with more features going out globally, with them opening in a couple different markets, with them making some good inroads with the carriers. And I've been surprised because I have a phone plan with T-Mobile and with AT&T, and the folks in there, they know me because of my channel, and also because I go in there from time to time, upgrade my kids' phones or do some other stuff. And when I go in there, they've been like, yeah, the Pixels are selling surprisingly well. And a lot of them say, yes, it is the camera. People know about the camera, but also because of AI. And it's no secret that they've got the best whenever it comes to AI. I mean, Samsung uses it. They basically just kind of relabel and tweak a few of the things and try and make it their own. But at the root level, it's Gemini. It's Android baked in AI stuff. And then on top of that, it looks like Apple, from what I was reading and hearing, has come to some sort of a deal where Google is going to use some Gemini-based model to improve Siri, which Siri sucks. Everybody knows that Siri sucks. And it's funny because when Siri came out, it was so much better than everything else. And then we got Bixby, and then we even had the BlackBerry voice assistant, and then we have Google Assistant, and Siri was decent at one point in time, and then it just kind of sat there and didn't really do a whole lot with it. And Apple's in a bad spot whenever it comes to that stuff. Remember whenever they showed us the commercial with the contextually aware Siri, whenever the iPhone 16 came out, and then that was a bust. And now we're looking at maybe even spring of next year before we get Siri 2.0, before we finally get the upgraded Siri that was promised with the iPhone 16 series. So yeah, iPhone 16 series still, I think, the biggest iPhone bust ever. I think that's, yeah, they just didn't deliver. The whole point of that phone was AI, and they didn't deliver. So Google is delivering. Not only are they delivering, but they're making the AI stuff more mature on Android. It's getting opening up more markets for that stuff on other phones. So many phones are coming with Gemini now. Gemini is making huge advancements. We're getting more on-device AI stuff than ever, and they're good phones. I really enjoy the Pixel 10 series phones. I really enjoyed the Pixel 9 series phones. Ever since we got to the Tensor 4 and the Tensor 5, they're doing some good things. And people can say, oh, it's a mid-range chipset. It's not a mid-range chipset. It's a very, very robust AI chipset that has basically flagship level daily performance. Does it have the benchmarks of a Snapdragon 8 Elite Generation 5? No, it doesn't, but it doesn't have to. It's not designed to. Those numbers they're mythical in so many different situations because they're unattainable, and nothing you do on the phone is going to reach those. So it's like, what's the daily experience look like? And the phone's almost got a 4 gigahertz chipset in it now. I mean, come on, people. It's like 3.79 gigahertz, I think is what it is, but plenty powerful, plenty fast, the best experience I think you can get on a phone whenever it comes to the operating system. It's been very smooth. It's been very effective, very efficient. Material 3 expressive is super nice. I love the way it looks on the phone. I've really enjoyed using it. I think it looks better than ever. I think it's more enjoyable than ever. And I think you take a look at the rest of the ecosphere now too, because we got the Pixel Buds 2A series, we got the Pixel Buds 2 Pro, we've got the Pixel Watch 4, we've got the Pixel phones, we've got the Pixel 10 Pro Fold, we've got so many different. They're just hitting a lot of their stride in a lot of different areas, and I think that stuff's important. And then you take a look at the success it's having over in Japan, and maybe it's even going to pick up in some more markets. Some of the reasons it hasn't picked up as much in other markets is because some of the AI features have not been available, or like the crash detection or different things like that, the advanced call screening, because those are very rooted in US servers and US capabilities for certain different things. So it's just going to get better and better. So yeah, I was really happy whenever I saw this. I was like 28% year over year improvement on sales and just over 6% US market share. That's big. Like, they're making strides and inroads where Apple and Samsung are having some problems. So not only did they really solidify themselves as the third party, like the third phone in the US, now they're hitting the weights. They're getting even stronger. So I'm very happy to see this. And plus, I think finally, I think it paid off. They brought it out before the iPhone. And I asked for that for years. I was like, you got to put it out before the iPhone. You got to put it out before the iPhone, because people are moving over to the Google Pixel phones from the iPhone. People get tired of the same old, same old. And the iPhone 16, it didn't help them. And then a lot of people might have been turned off for the iPhone 17. But I got to say, the iPhone 17 series, very, very good. It's the best phones they've had in years. I have the 17 Pro Max. I'm recording on it right now. It's amazing. The 17 Air, I've really ended up liking this phone a lot. My daughter has the 17. My son has the 17 Pro. My wife has the Air. And they're good phones. And I, by and large, have been liking iOS 26. It's still lagging woefully behind in the AI department, but they've made some big inroads. I think the iPhone 17 Pro Max, battery king this year. I think that when you take a look at iOS 26, it's been much improved over iOS 18, 17, 16. I think the cameras, super nice. They've done some good stuff. Revolutionary with the selfie camera with that square sensor. So there's a lot of good things to like there. And that just makes things better because it drives even more innovation. It drives more competition. So yeah, I can't wait to see what we get with the Pixel 11s next year, because I think we're going to get some more improvements in the camera department next year. That's going to take things even up another notch. But yeah, 7 years of support and reliability. They've been doing better with launching before Apple, making people look at the phone seriously and not being an afterthought. Not like, oh, hey, the iPhone's here. I'll see what Pixel has to offer. You put the Pixel out there, and then you give it some nice bells and whistles and some improvements, and you're like, look at that. And then, we'll make a determination if we want to stick with the iPhone. And I think that makes a lot of sense, and I think that it's paid off from a good business perspective too. So yeah, I just wanted to share this. I consider my channel the premier Pixel update channel that's out there on YouTube, and still waiting on the monthly security patch and the monthly update. And we're supposed to be getting a couple new little features. It's not the quarterly feature drop, but a couple little different things that we're supposed to get with, like, some theme packs and a few other things. But yeah, I thought for sure it was going to show up today. We got the security bulletin update 2 days ago that talked about all the security patches and vulnerabilities and improvements and things. So I thought it was going to drop yesterday or maybe today. I doubt it's going to drop tomorrow, but if it does, I'll be back with the video. But I think probably we're going to see it early, middle of next week, and then we'll go ahead and get that. Of course, it's not the end of the world. Our phones are very secure. They're very updated, and there's a lot of stuff to like here. Like, there really is. And I think people are realizing that more and more. And there's been some really attractive sales. Right now, we're having the Pixel holiday sale. It's like 25% off basically everything. So you can get the Pixel 10 for $599. Insane deal. You can get the Pixel 8 Pro for $749. Fantastic deal. You can get the Pixel 10 Pro XL for $899. And you can get the Pixel 10 Pro Fold for $14.99. And a lot of people are like, oh, this is the price they should have been. Look, there's a manufacturer's suggested retail price, MSRP. What the Google puts the phone out and says this is what it costs. They do trade-in deals. They do incentives. Like, the people that buy them first buy them for because they want them and they pay what is a fair market price for it. Then you have the secondary sales that come around when you have sales. It's the same thing that Samsung does. And I've been very, very happy with how Google's been doing this because they've been having targeted sales. It's not always on sale, but it's enough to get people interested. And they go buy one, and then it goes away for a little while, and people are like, oh shoot, I should have got it. I guess I'll wait and I'll get it next time. So I think that they're playing smarter. I mean, they are working harder, but they're also working smarter. And I think that it's paying off. I think it's paying off in sales and marketing. And I think it's paying dividends. It's making the platform more robust, bringing in more people, and it's really solidifying itself as a household phone brand with a 6.1% of the premium market's pretty good. People, if you looked at that and said 2 years ago we'd be here, I think most people would say no, we wouldn't see that happening. So very happy with what's going on here. I hope they continue it. And it's not perfect. I know that they've got issues with the speakerphone people are complaining about right now. I'm hoping that we get a fix with that with this update. If not this one, hopefully the quarterly feature drop next month in December. So it's not all sunshine and rainbows. And it never is with any platform. Like, none of the phones are perfect, but they all offer their own individual experience. They all offer their own pros and cons. And I'm just happy to see that so many people are really falling in love with the Pixels and enjoying them. And we're getting to a good spot, and it just creates more competition. They're starting to kind of chisel away a little bit and really kind of replace what LG used to be as that strong, really strong, hey, that's a good option, right? So that's all I got. Just want to share that with you guys and gals. But yeah, if you have any questions, comments, gripes, concerns, complaints, praises, or just, you don't like your Pixel, whatever, sound off in the comment section. I want to get y'all's feedback. You think they're doing good? Are you happy with where they're going? Do you like the phone? Do you not like the phone? What are some other things? Let's just talk about it. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.